you design a good character? And how do you make it plausible? Good. Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you the 5 ways to better design your characters. The first thing to designing anything is to plan things out. What do you want for your character? This is just basic ideation. Just trying to figure out what you really want for your character. I like using Milanote to plan things out. It's basically a digital scrapbook for your ideas. It helps you visualize your project more clearly, no matter what you're working on. Some people use it for mind maps or flowcharts, others build mood boards, like I do. There are a bunch of handy templates that you can start from, like look at all of this, it's so cool. For this character I'm working on, I'm going for a steampunk vibe, a hopeful inventor type thing. A bit of a thinker, a bit of a dreamer, a bit ambitious. And so I hop onto Pinterest, gather a bunch of references that capture that energy, and I slap them onto my Milanote board. I often add arrows pointing features or artifacts I really like just to highlight what stands out. You can even doodle or write these little cute notes, whatever helps the ideas flow, you know? The point of making a mood board is to get a feel for your character and play around with different concepts. When you're designing a character, it's super helpful to reflect their personality and background through things they like, or their outfit, or body language even. Like for example, Althea, my OC. Her suit's a mess, splattered in oil from tinkering all day. She wears glasses and always carries this little cogwheel with her, maybe a keepsake from someone important. Her hair is all red to represent her fiery spirit and ambition. All these little details, little trinkets, they all bring her to life. Oh, and my favorite thing to do is write little quotes of your character, like something that your character would say. I think that helps you build an understanding, a better understanding of your character. Here are some of the mood boards I've made for previous characters. I love them so much. I love them so much. They also have these color pads which really help a lot whenever you just want to see if a color looks good. And you know, if you want to share your mood board with other people, you can always do that or invite them to help you edit. I've actually used Milanote to plan out some older drawings of mine. You may have recognized them. So if you want to try out Milanote for yourself, I have a link in the description. It's actually free. You can sign up for free. So yeah, have fun with that. After planning out your characters, there are a few things you want to avoid. For example, making your characters look the same. Same silhouette. You don't want them to look the same from afar. You want them to be recognizable, to have a distinctive silhouette, which is why shape language is very, very important, as well as your facial expressions. They help you distinguish the character's personality from afar and make them recognizable. For example, let's compare the silhouettes between my OC Althea and my OC Plumette. From their silhouettes, you can tell that Althea's more lanky, skinny, while Plumette's much more plump and harmless and sweet. If you can tell, I based her off an actual plum. But the important fact is that you can tell them apart from their shapes. Plumette's much more rounded, while Althea's a more boxy, triangular shape. And you can further distinguish them from their facial features because they have different facial structures. I'm gonna give you a quick example of how different they'd look like if they had different eyes, or different lips, or different facial structures. These little details really change how you perceive and see a character. Third point that's pretty important is color. Your color schemes. Pick a color that reflects your character's traits, like maybe red for someone ambitious. Or maybe instead of personality, you choose it based on their background, where they grew up in. Maybe they grew up in a town where everyone wore gray and muted colors, and so now they're accustomed to wearing clothes that are just muted and just dull, lack of color. Colors give your character that pop, that thing that stands out about them. Maybe their colors could contrast with one another, yellow and blue. Or maybe they have a monochromatic color scheme, red, oranges, yellow. I like to limit my color schemes down to 2 to 3 colors just to keep it simple and easy for the eye. I like to choose colors that fit in with the character's personality. My 4th point is to tell your character's background, personality, through the things they carry, the things they wear, the things they have around them. If your character lives in a cold, frosty, wintry environment and they're just wearing a t-shirt, then that's not realistic. Most likely they'd be wearing a huge, thick, furry jacket to keep them warm from the cold. Or maybe they're part of a small tribe. Maybe they have certain patterns on their coats that's indicative of their set tribe. Or maybe instead of like a story type OC, you're just drawing an OC based on an object. then take account of those shapes and features that this object has and transfer them into the OC. Like for example, plumette. You can tell I used a lot of circular shapes to represent her friendliness, sweetness, and she has a little dress and a bunch of little tiny accessories that indicate features that you'd find from a plum. As opposed to Althea, that's based on her character background and environment and where she grew up. Just from her design alone, you can tell that maybe she's a mechanic and she loves tinkering. She has a little glove that's kind of metallic, and she has this fiery, angry, passionate expression on her. Good character design tells a story before they're even told. Honestly, it's all really up to your imagination, and whatever you can do with a character is limitless. And I've seen a lot of creative designs like this one. This one's really cool. Like the color wheel and everything is just really smart. Like sometimes you just come across a character design and you're like, damn, I wish I came up with that. That's so smart. Number 5, experiment as much as you can. Try to experiment with different design concepts. For example, maybe in one you change the hairstyle, or maybe in another you change the clothing, and maybe they're built different in another one. All this experimenting will help you see what you actually want in the character. For example, I went through different iterations with Althea. Before, she didn't have short hair like this. She had a ponytail and long hair. And she was initially supposed to be in a cyberpunk setting with all these tech wear type clothing and large jackets. And heck, she used to be a guy version until I gender bent her. And there's literally no limit to how far you can take your designs. It's literally just up to you. Last week in my Discord server, I asked everyone to design a mushroom version of Miku, and all of you did really well. Like, all of these designs are so pretty. Some of you were really creative too. Like, look at this is so cute. Well, technically this video said 5 tips, but I could add an extra one for you guys. This is mainly for personas if you want it to be recognizable. Think about the things you want to be known for and mash them together. I added these pigtails to be recognizable from the bunch. I don't think I see a lot of people with pigtail designs, and so I did that. Anyways, I hope this video helped you, and now you can go off and design your own characters. Anyways, bye-bye! Hello everyone, welcome to the end card. If you're still sticking around, then thank you so much. I have some plans for the future of this channel and where it's headed. I don't want to spoil anything, but July and August are gonna be bangers. Trust me guys. You'll see if you find it. You'll see. Anyways, the comment of the day is so very tough. You get me if you're from my Discord server, but it's an inside joke, you see. If you're not from the server, you just have to be in the server to get it, you know? To just get it. Anyways, thank you for the fan art. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll be off.